Jorge Hernandez, aka WTP, and Luis Soto,
Soto
aka
619.
Soto 619. How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
What up, my guy? What are we
Happy
talking about?
Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Everybody knows what that means when it's Thursday and we're live.
It's it's
It means we have
Friday Eve.
it means we have nothing better to do and we just want to talk about some wrestling.
Like it's just another day to talk about wrestling.
Another
It's always
day
a good
with
day to talk about
wrestling.
wrestling.
It's never a dull moment. You always have to have wrestling in your life, you know what I'm saying? But we are trying out some new stuff, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see it, Soto. Your name's at the
Not
corner,
yet.
at the bottom.
About to. Ooh,
Look at this. Got more for you. Got more in store for you, my guy. Think that's it?
that
You
looks
think that's it?
nice.
Think that's it?
That's pretty dope.
I told you, man. I've been working when I'm not supposed to be working. It's a daily
Let's see. It
grind.
says have fun, be respectful, don't test the mods,
That's for my live,
and
you know.
don't ask for recaps. So what are we recapping?
That's for a different live. But
Tap
I
the
got you.
screen and follow. Have
Got you for this one, though,
fun,
my
be
guy.
respectful.
Got you
Oh
this one.
man, I was reading live schedule every live Monday, Friday, and PLE.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to take that off. I'm
What
telling you,
the Jimmy Willis?
you know how it is. Oh yeah, Jimmy Willis, little Jimmy Wayne gang. But you know, all right. Still with me, Soto? Keep looking down, my
I'm
guy.
here. No, I'm just reading. I was sending out some invites.
Gotcha. So, what do we got in store for the people today? For the lovely people that are watching us right now.
Yeah, so it's Thursday. We typically do a recap of Raw for the week. We typically do a recap of upcoming Smackdown and just touch on our thoughts. Basically, what's going on in the wrestling world.
Always got to do that, right? Always got to go over
Mm-hmm.
the wrestling world. So, what are we starting off with first, my guy? So, we just had
I th-
SmackDown last week, and what's up your alley?
I think we should definitely dive into SmackDown for last week because we had the return of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns finally come back to SmackDown. That's right. You can go ahead and acknowledge the Tribal Chief.
The
He's
real one,
right here.
not the Timu version.
Yep. So we had Roman Reigns come back, stole the show, didn't say a single word. He just kicked ass, the bloodline by himself. We all thought somebody was gonna come help him out, whether it was Jimmy, Jay, Sami Zayn, even Zilla, but nobody showed up. It was just Roman. He took the beating and laid it down.
Let's be real there. Let's be real for a minute, real quick. It's because Jacob Fatu was not there. Do you think it would have been a different ball game if he had been there?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I like that they're keeping them apart. I like that his injury is kind of preventing him from being there. It's gonna add more to the story. It's gonna be great.
I agree. Definitely, they are playing that injury pretty well because, obviously at SummerSlam is where they played the injury. And from what I read on reports, is that it was part of the story. It was part of the show for Jacob to act a little injured when Roman came out. That way they didn't interact yet. Because I think they are saving that for another day, which I can agree with. I mean, I don't want to see them go at it just yet. Definitely think they should save that for down the road. If the rumor is true, or they're going to have them to battle it out at a PLE or something,
That'd be dope.
or even at War
I'm just looking at
Games.
the recap real quick. Um, yeah, sorry. Keep going. I was just looking at the recap.
You're good, man. But yeah, so definitely can't wait to see what they do there with that. All right. Had to
Yeah.
fix my screen there. I looked a little off.
Yeah, we had
Is Jacob going to team with Roman tomorrow? No. I don't think so. That's way too soon. Like, everyone's jumping ahead of the story. And I don't get why. I don't get why everyone wants to jump ahead so far in advance when we haven't even had Jacob and him interact. Like,
yeah, we ended up having Cody Rhodes giving Kevin Owens a title shot opportunity, which Kevin Owens didn't feel like he was worthy, or he didn't feel like it was his time for another title shot. But yeah, he got it. Bash in Berlin. It's happening. What do
yeah,
you
because
think?
I did want to talk about that too. Like, why does Kevin Owens really need to go through hell and back to get another title shot? I mean, it's Kevin Owens. He's proven himself
Well,
worthy.
he definitely deserves it for sure.
I mean, especially he had what, two title shots against Roman in his reign, and both times Judgment Day was there to save the day, and we know Kevin probably should have walked out with that belt or belts, whatever time period we're talking about. But definitely thought that was kind of weird for them to say, and then give it to him anyways. Think they could have skipped that part of the show and not even mentioned that, and just had him go straight to get the title shot.
For sure. There's a lot of number one contender spots matches. We had DIY beat Pretty Deadly, so they'll be going hopefully for another opportunity at their tag titles against the Bloodline. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that's usually something we can count on.
But yeah, the biggest moment of SmackDown was Roman Reigns coming back. Obviously, he had the Ula Fala in his hands. He held on to it one more time, and then he got it taken away from Solo all over again.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because of course, Tangaloa, the Timu bloodline was there to save him yet again. Uh, I'm talking about Soto or Solo, not Soto. um, definitely, that's going to be a key factor in this, and of course, that's where everyone's coming in with the rumors of Jay's going to be there, Jimmy's going to be there, and whatnot. When we haven't even seen them interact with the bloodline in quite some time.
Yeah. Um, Other than that, nothing too major happened on SmackDown that I could recall or really talk about. But Monday was interesting. What are your thoughts
Oh
on Monday?
man, Monday. What didn't happen Monday? Everything keeps happening on a Monday, and I think that's big, mostly because they're getting ready for that, for the changes coming up in the next 2 months. With uh, was it this month? The NXT is going to a new station, or is that next month on the 13th? Can't remember the exact
I think
days.
it's October, September or October, something like that.
I want to
But
say
yeah, we
September 13th is SmackDown's movie. I want to say, could be wrong.
well,
I know one's going
that's
to
gonna be
CW,
the
one's going to USA. And of course, they're trying to get more eyes on WWE's products for when their second, flagship show comes over. And but yeah, one of my favorite segments of the night was man, so many, but I have to pick one, right?
yeah.
But
One of
yeah,
my favorite segments of the night was definitely Rhea Ripley coming in, and then Damian Priest showing up behind Dominic and Liv, and just having the Terror Twins take down Dom and Liv throughout the entire arena. I think that
that
was a
that is up there for me. Then of course, after the match with who was it, Damian Priest and Carlito, they
yeah.
came back out. Judgment Day did, and they got their moment. They almost got their hands on Finn. I was like,
Hmm.
get that son. And then of course you had Dom, where they had him for a minute, and I was like, crap, freaking Rhea, or not Liv, freaking Liv. Um, wish they would have had them do more. to Dom.
Yeah.
Maybe give him a power slam or something, not just have Liv come out of nowhere and save him like always. But I think they're going to save that moment for Berlin because that is actually one of the matches they've already announced for the card. Mixed tag match. The what was it? The
That's gonna be
Terror
exciting.
Twins? Is that what you said?
The Terror
The
Twins.
Terror Twins versus Dom and Liv. The
Yep.
new Liv's new daddy, I guess, is what she's calling him.
I definitely see the faces winning. I don't see Dom and Liv winning.
Yeah, of course.
Especially because it's not for the title.
Oh yeah, of course I agree with that. I don't see them winning. They're gonna hype up one more match. Probably what is it? The next one, Bad Blood or something? Or no?
The next after Bastion Berlin is Bad Blood.
So they're definitely gonna do a title shot then. Maybe they have Finn versus Damien. Those are two, two matches we can already see coming in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I mean that was a pretty good segment. I like the part where another part was when Damien came out of nowhere and just was standing behind both Liv and Dom. I think that's what set off the tone for the night because a lot of people
Yeah,
actually
that's what I
like that
said.
segment.
I also like the Gunther and Randy, which turned into Drew and CM Punk segment.
Now that I didn't fully understand why Randy and Gunther's physical altercation was so quick, and all you got was CM Punk and Drew getting whipped by a belt. That was pretty much it. Wasn't that good of an interaction between those two guys. Somebody said it could be a bull strap match or something like
I
that
can see that.
that we
Yeah, I could see
might
that
be
happening.
seeing coming. I think Wiccan said it actually, and he's right there in the comments.
What's up, Wiccan?
How the
Yeah,
bleep
I
are you
mean,
two?
well, he finally was able to get the RKO. I honestly thought that they were gonna play it out the whole time, to where Randy would try to get the RKO but never landed on Gunther, until like the night before Bash in Berlin or at Bash in Berlin is when he would finally get the RKO.
You know
But they
that
did it pretty quick.
that I can understand. I actually would have preferred that too. Try to get like the Viper isn't as quick as he used to be, kind of feel. And some people may not agree with it, but if when it comes to this story with Gunther being as dominant as he was as IC champion, they shouldn't have let him get the RKO so soon. Milk it out, like you said. Take your time. Maybe a few attempts before Berlin, because we got 2.5 weeks around there until Berlin.
We have about 2 weeks. It's on the 31st.
Yeah, so it's not that far off. We got our other co-host in here in the comments as well, Mr.
What you talking
Willis.
about, Willis?
Matt, the man with so many words to say. What? But
Hey, he needs that shirt. The man with so many words to say.
yes, Dalton, we see your comments, but we're kind of going in order. We've
So
already
what about Big Bronson Reed just laying out our truth
loved it.
6 times?
I loved it. I mean, sucks to see that it was our truth, but they are booking Bronson Reed exactly how he needs to be booked, especially after taking out Seth freaking Rollins, right? You can't just
Right.
have him, take out Rollins and then the following week nothing happens. You got to keep that going. And I think finally somebody woke up and realized, hey, we got a big guy here that can actually move in the ring. Probably put on good matches with top guys if we let him. And we've been doing pretty much they've been doing with him so far.
Yeah.
So I think they're finally using him for what he can actually do. I know a lot of people in my live was happy for that. People in what was it, Houston, Texas, where they were at, they were going crazy, even when it was our truth getting beat down. One more time, which
That was
again
crazy.
I liked it.
It
Like,
was
what do you
funny.
think of Bronson Reed being booked this way?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's getting a Bron Breakker push. You know, he definitely deserves to be in that IC title picture. So hopefully we see Big Bronson Reed versus Bron Breakker sometime in the near future.
I think that kind of matchup needs to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. The ring wouldn't hold them. Like, Braun's not a big dude,
Yeah,
but he's a powerful guy.
yeah.
Imagine hitting the ropes as fast as he does and colliding with Bronson Reed, full speed. Can you imagine how the ring would shake and how?
I think it'd be dope.
Yeah, because I
It'd be a
think
really good match,
I
and
I
I think
want to
that's what we're gonna get.
say I watched one of Bron Breakker's matches one time. When he hit the ropes, the ring actually slid a little bit.
What? That's
I
crazy.
have to go back and look. I don't want you to quote me on that, but I want to say it slid just a bit when he hit the ropes. And if it happens with the Bronson Reed, then that ring is in trouble. So I'm just saying, like, we've seen Mark Henry, Brock Lesnar, Big Show and Brock Lesnar, a lot of big guys in the ring, and they tore it down. And Bronson Reed's just a big dude on his own, but with the guy with the power of Bron Breakker, it would definitely collapse. So Falls Count Anywhere, even do a you know Lions Den match like back in the Attitude Era.
Dang, Lions Den match.
Hey man, I mean
That'd
you
be
gotta get
crazy.
creative. We gotta get creative
Yeah,
here, especially
do
with
something new.
TKO Holdings owning WWE, and of course their partner is the UFC. Um, wouldn't be surprised if they gave us that down the road. I mean, we've
Maybe in
seen
the
that.
Netflix era.
We've seen that one case they did Extreme Rules a few years ago with Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. I didn't like that case. It's pretty much a steel
They,
cage with the platform on top. That's all it was.
they try and give us new stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That was whack. That's why there was only one.
Speaking of Bron Breakker, because we were just talking about him with Big Bronson Reed, the main event for Raw was Bron Breakker versus your
Sammy Hogan.
boy, Sammy Hogan, Sami Zayn, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So we did get a special stipulation in that one. We already, the both of us knew going into it that Bron Breakker was going to retain his title. But what are your thoughts on, I guess, having a rematch so soon, and just knowing that he wasn't going to lose the title?
If, honestly, I think Sami Zayn had a say in that match, a big say. He shouldn't have got any falls. It should have been a clean win. First one was Sammy, the last two was Braun. If you were going to do that, just give it all to Braun. You didn't have to give anything to Sammy because we knew he wasn't going to walk out with that belt. Like, and you're booking Braun to be a dominant force as the champion. I mean, he has big shoes to fill. And I'm not talking about Sammy. I'm talking about Gunther, a guy that I can't wait until they actually interact with each other down the road one day. I know you can't, and I know a lot of other people that can't wait for that as well. But definitely thought Sammy should have got no falls. They should have just had Bron Breakker do a clean win, and then
So you
separate.
wanted
Pretty much a
you wanted
dominant.
Bron Breakker to win two, and then have no third fall.
No third fall. You don't need it.
Yeah,
It could have
I
just been
think
a. What?
I see where you're coming from, but I think it should have been a quick pin, because I wanted a squash match for Sami Zayn and Bron Breakker from the beginning, and I think Bron Breakker should have just taken him out, at least gotten the first pin. The second pin, I wouldn't have minded going to Sammy just because they would have gone on longer, right? 10, 15, 20 minutes in. And then the third pin, obviously going back to Bron Breakker, just showing how dominant he is. I would have liked to see it that way. Giving Sammy the first pin kind of, I guess, deteriorated his, I don't know, the momentum that I thought he was going to get.
Like a monster feel that he shouldn't lose to a guy like Sammy like that. on any day of the week. I mean, especially if, like I said, the last two falls were just all Braun. Especially when he threw Sammy like a lawn dart, literally.
Yeah, that was funny. He went right over the barricade.
But dude, you saw how he launched him?
Yeah.
Like just literally launched him. Like it wasn't even like a small thing. Like he just threw a grown man full force from one little spot to the little barricade behind Samantha Irvin. Which I was like, oh, Samantha okay? She all right? I didn't even care about Sammy. I was like, oh, shoot. Samantha, get out the way. But I think they had called the spot.
I mean, that wraps up Raw.
But Dalton says, I don't see Braun holding that title till WrestleMania. I mean, it's kind of hard to call that when he just won. Like, it's been, what, a week and a half? Like, they did the same thing
2
with
weeks.
Cody and Damian Priest. Like, people did that same thing with this run is mediocre so far. And it was like, damn, it was barely a week. Then he just disappeared. Say his name and he appears. But you good?
Yeah, I just turned off the AC just because it was a little loud.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
But let me
Going
ask you
on
a
to the
question.
next thing.
Let me ask
Yeah,
you a
what's up?
question. Did you change locations?
I did. It's like my new area. It's kind of dope.
Yeah. I'm just asking because I'm sure that people have been watching us the past few weeks are like, wait, he's not in his regular spot.
Yeah, I've been changing into different spots lately. I'm kind of like a chameleon. I just I make do, but I got the sign back.
Got the sign back. Yeah, I noticed that right behind you. You know,
Got
got
the
to
sign
promote.
back.
Got to promote.
Starting to add more figures. We got an AEW sign that I got from Comic Con.
Now, should you have that up since you don't really watch AEW? I'm just kidding.
Hey, I can still support. I
Yeah.
keep up to date with it on the socials.
Man, we'll talk about that later. Speaking, like, we'll
And
talk
then
about AEW. We'll talk about it later, but
I got the cool figure. It's I guess hard to find, but we got the tribal chief Roman Reigns with the Ula Fala and the one. And then this is cool because this title has Roman Reigns side plates.
speaking of titles, don't you got something going on with the title?
I do. Hold on. Are you talking about this one?
Hey, that looks very familiar.
Yeah, this is the WWF Attitude Era title. Very nice condition. But I do have a belt giveaway going on for this one right now. So if you want to go ahead and join, the link is in my bio. I'm in the comments right now on TikTok. But if you're interested in joining, it is $25 for 25 spots. And once the 25 spots are taken up, the raffle is over, and then we get to do the raffle on the live. So hopefully one of you guys wins, and then I'll send it out to you.
This. I'm actually in this as well. So hopefully WTP wins. I pay my fair share. Yes, Soto does have Twitch. We are on live on Tiki Talkie, YouTube, and the Purple Brand. We are live. We're multi-streaming right now. Read his bio like us wrestling fans can read. Some of us have
Nice,
a fifth grade intellect, I'm just kidding. But that's a beautiful belt. It is not a replica. It's not from the shop. It's actually a handmade belt, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep. But either way,
maker,
the quality is beautiful.
It has the WWF logo. You can't find that hardly anywhere anymore. You have to get those made. And that is a quality belt he has.
Very nice quality.
If he doesn't complete his task, I will just go to San Diego and take it. I will cash in.
Oh man,
Who knows?
hopefully
Maybe we'll do a trade for something back here.
I'll take the big gold belt,
Big gold.
not the actual world heavyweight title, the WWE undisputed title.
Oh man, hold up, bro. You talking crazy now? What's up,
it'll
Chris?
keep with your previous line, you know.
Technically, if we're technically speaking, Stone Cold held both of those. He was actually the last guy to hold the Winged Eagle belt,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course his customs right there. But we're moving on to tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night already?
Yeah,
Damn.
because you said we were done with Raw.
No, I know, but I'm just saying SmackDown is already tomorrow.
Unless we want to talk about some TNA, because you were in my live before we
No, it's all
started
good.
this.
No,
We
it's
had
all
some
good.
TNA going on tonight.
We can definitely talk about SmackDown. It's very demure, very respectful of you, very cutesy. Let's keep it going. All
I
right.
have no. I'm going to say this now. I have no idea what the he said to me just now. I don't know what the demure means. Can someone
Demure,
clarify
demure,
what
not
that
demore,
means to me, please?
demure.
Demour. I don't know. Whatever that is.
You know, you not knowing is not very demure. It's not very
I spit in
cutesy.
the face of people who don't want to be cool. You got
Oh
WTV
man,
doing a rant here on demure. Whatever demure means. Take
damn
that
it.
word and shove it up.
Oh man, I hope you clip this later.
I should, right?
Yeah, I need that clip later. Oh, I guess you can hit clip for the next 2 minutes.
Just did.
Nice.
I can go back 3 minutes from the point I
Dope.
clicked the button.
Dope. What's
I'm
up,
gonna put
Pricey
that in
Poo?
mind. Oh look, it's pricey poo. Woo, 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 woo. Anyways,
Pricey Poo, Dalton, Jimmy Willis.
reserved,
Oh,
modest, and shy is
Wick,
what it
Wiccan,
means.
Wiccan, you have to look up the Urban Dictionary.
The Urban Dictionary.
Don't gotta be so mean, Pricey Poo said. Hey, don't you have a game?
A game.
Yeah.
We have a
Don't you
game,
have a
but we're
game that you
saving
want to
that for
play?
later.
For later?
For
Damn.
after
All right. Well,
SmackDown.
let's go into SmackDown then. SmackDown is as of right now is pretty light. We have 3 things that are announced so far.
Yep.
Obviously, the card could change tomorrow. They'll probably announce more stuff, but
Yeah.
as of right now, we have Grayson Waller versus Kevin Owens. That'll
Kevin
be
Owens.
interesting. Yeah, absolutely, Kevin Owens. I mean, it's a given. Then we have Naomi versus Blair Davenport.
That's gonna be iffy because Isla Dawn, Abba Fire,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course my beautiful queens.
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
My beautiful queens.
It'll
And then
probably end up
they
ending in a
ended up giving me
DQ.
Naomi too in the same show. Come on. This is a good night tomorrow. And then of course, what else we got? Mr. Soto.
What if we get a 3-on-3 for Bash in Berlin?
It's bound to happen. It's
Yeah, I
likely.
can see that. Yeah,
Only
bring the
because
girls
we are
together one more time.
it's in Europe, right? So I think Abba Fire and Isla Dawn and Blair Davenport would get a big pop out there.
Yeah, for sure. And then the last thing announced for tomorrow is Queen Nia Jax, the WWE Women's Championship celebration, hosted by Tiffany Stratton.
Damn. And then, of course, we're going to respond to Dalton. No.
What Dalton say?
Paul and Jimmy tomorrow? No, I don't think so.
No, not right now. I think we got some of the advertised dates for Roman Reigns.
And yeah. So I think he is there tomorrow, right?
I don't know. I got to look up the list on where he's at. All I know is that he will be in Seattle on Friday the 13th. And I know someone who's going to be in Seattle on Friday the 13th.
Say it, Soto.
That's me. I will be I'll be in Seattle. I still haven't bought any tickets to the
You need to
show, but
acknowledge your tribal chief when you go.
hopefully I go to the show on
And
Friday the 13th.
you know what? I'm gonna look it up because I keep thinking it, but I can't confirm.
Cody versus Kevin versus Solo for the WWE Championship at Bash in Berlin. A triple threat match? That's what Dalton said.
What? September
I
13th.
don't
I
know.
remember that was the date. That is the day they are moving to USA Network. So if you go, you're going to have a kick
It's
ass
a
show.
history-making date. It's a history-making date.
And then I had actually said that in one of my lives, and someone was like, no, it's not that big of a deal. I was like, what?
Remember
Them
when?
switching?
Remember when?
Not a big deal, really?
You remember when SmackDown went to Fox for the first time,
They had a
and
lot
we
of
ended up getting a cage match with Eddie Guerrero and who was it? Was it Eddie and Ray or was it Eddie and Batista?
I think Ray.
It was a cage match. I remember it, and it was for like the WWE title or the WWE World title. But I just remember we had a sick main event when it was their first show on Fox.
That is possible. But to answer Dalton's question, that could happen too in Berlin. I didn't get to answer it really. But
No,
I
it's all
can't remember
good.
the exact match, but I remember when they SmackDown's floated around a lot of places. Weren't they on USA for a little while as well?
I think so.
And then that's when they moved to Fox.
Right.
Because for all of you original SmackDown fans, they were on UPN Net first. A Texas thing. I
I
don't know
don't
if you
know.
have it over there where you're at.
They used to be on CW too.
Yep. So yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you are actually going to go to a good show for sure. Roman will be there.
Yeah, he's already advertised for that one.
They were
But
on the USA Network. Okay. Said he'll
we'll see.
confirm for me.
Again, I don't have tickets, but I will be in Seattle that day. Fingers crossed I go. I'll keep you updated.
Keep me updated. Hope you do. Hope you get to go
Hope so
because
too.
that would be a dope show to be at.
Yeah, I haven't been to
They're
SmackDown in
gonna
a
pull
while.
out
I've
everything
gone to
they
like
can.
I've gone to like 4 Raws in a row.
Is this your first
I
SmackDown?
did SmackDown. No, I've been to SmackDown before.
I mean, like in a
Before,
while.
yeah, in a while. But before, San Diego would only get SmackDown, and then it shifted to only Raws. So it's been Raws for a couple years now.
I don't get that because I know Dallas has
Me
got
either.
Raw and SmackDown. I guess we're cooler. I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I can tell.
Oh. Oh. Tell me about my big belt collection behind me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who is that on your right? Let me introduce me.
Who's that in my right? That's
Sergio.
619.
That's it. It's on the sign. It's on the. Is this the right corner?
Nope.
No. This is the right corner.
Now you're out of screen. But anyways, you're close enough.
No, I'm not. My hand's pointing at this thing.
Only one is.
Yeah, that's fine. I only have one hand up.
Why are you still pointing at it?
I just want to make sure you can read it.
I mean, it's on my screen. I put it there.
Make sure you can read that.
No one cares about that. I'm gonna put a logo over that. My WTP
Make
logo.
sure you can
over there.
read that one.
You know, some co-host I got, he has my hat, but he hasn't sent me a hat.
Bro, I haven't even been wearing hats. Look at this. Look at this luscious hair. Haircut. I don't even watch Dragon Ball Z.
You returned WWE NXT? Okay, what up? I'm on.
What's up, Sergio? No, it's all good. What's up, Jetty?
As well.
What's up, Jimmy? Let's keep it going.
Gotcha. So
that's all we got.
For SmackDown. Maybe we get Bloodline, of course. Cody Rhodes will be there. We'll probably hear from Kevin and Cody as well. Definitely going to see.
There is one more thing I want to talk about. We had an amazing podcast last Thursday, and I don't think we ever got to talk about it. at least recap it with some of the people and some of the listeners that we have in here.
What? I'm just kidding. Yes, last week we actually had Brian Clark. Who? Who?
Adam
Brian Clark,
Bomb.
formerly known as, also known as Adam Bomb for WWF fans, and then of course WCW. He was known as Wrath and went by his real name for a while as well. He is a former two-time WCW Tag Champion, so it was pretty dope to have him on here. He was he was our first uh, former WWE star to be on the show. And of course, we're looking forward to having more people. We are working on a lot right now. Myself, Soto, and our, you know, the man that's MIA right now, Mr. Jimmy Willis. But you know, we are working
It's
on
bound
stuff.
to happen.
Not gonna name drop anybody yet, but we are working on
It's
some
bound
stuff.
to happen.
It's gonna happen.
It'll be dope. Um,
Plus, one
maybe
time
we'll say
in
his maybe we'll say
NJPW
his
tag
name
champion.
and maybe we'll say his name and he will appear on the WTP versus Soto 619 show.
I think a lot of people would be like, "What? What? Nah, y'all
Hey, you
didn't."
never know.
And we'll invite Pricey Poo. He's the number one fan of Mister. Say his name.
Well, I don't know.
If
Wiggins up there. Wiggins up there for sure.
well, no, if you know Pricey Poo, then you get the joke.
Jimmy Willis is also pretty up there too.
Jetty Fowlers. I will watch AEW. I did watch last night. Uh, had some good stuff on there, but I don't really get to talk to Soto about it because he doesn't watch it.
No, I just
He'll
stay up to
watch
date
every
on the
now and then.
socials.
He'll
Yeah.
watch it every now and then. Just I try to watch it as much as I can. It's just that when they come on, I'm with my kids, so I usually can't watch on a Wednesday night. So, but I did watch yesterday. It was a pretty good show. Can't complain. Some good matches. But we are moving on because we're talking about AEW. Did you hear the good news today?
What happened?
All In will be here in Arlington, Texas,
Oh, it's not that
2025.
great.
This guy, I mean, next person to mention Joe Hendry is getting muted for two. Tess, come on. Can't mute people for mentioning Joe Hendry. It's an ongoing joke amongst wrestling fans. But it is going to be here in, was it Glow? Can't remember what they call it here. You kind of look like him at that moment. I'm going to clip that. Clipped it.
Thanks.
But yeah, so it's going to be here in Arlington, Texas next year. That's actually a pretty dope event to have because we were actually talking about it in my live earlier, and it's like, would you consider All In to be equivalent to their WrestleMania for AEW?
I
Some
suppose.
some people said yes, some people said no. Some people said it's double or nothing, but I'm like, they had All In a bigger venue last year, which was in Wembley, which is where it's going to be at this year. So, yeah, I think it's
Do you
going to be
think
a good
Double or
event.
Nothing is like SummerSlam then? Do you think that would be their halfway mark?
Well, I guess you can consider Double or Nothing their WrestleMania, and then All In as their SummerSlam because it's summertime. I guess technically.
No, it
Uh,
doesn't have to necessarily be in the summertime. I guess show like because we
the
know the
size of it.
show,
We're talking about the
right?
size.
The not just the size of the crowd. I'm talking about like the show they put on. Which one is bigger? Is it All In or is it Double or Nothing?
I don't know. We could see what they say in the comments because I'm just like, huh, you know.
Again, I don't watch it too much to know. So I'm
I
curious to know
mean,
myself. Which one is WrestleMania esque? Like, what is
I
their
would say
top of the
I
line pay
would
per
say
view?
All In for what they did last year and this year. I mean, we haven't seen this year, but last year was pretty huge. So I would say that right now is up there as the WrestleMania for them. Will I
What?
pay the $70 to watch it? No, because I don't do that for anybody. I don't do that for Canelo fights.
Damn.
I'm that guy. I will find a way to watch it for free.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Well, I heard somebody wanted to play a game here.
So we got a game, and it's up there with fantasy booking because that's pretty much what it is. So we and Soda went over the rules earlier. I'm
You
gonna
can go over them.
name, huh?
You
I'm
can
gonna
go
go
over
over
them
the
so
rules.
they know the rules.
I'm
Yeah.
doing that right now, guy. Come on, guy. Come on. But I'm gonna name wrestlers, and Soto will book that wrestler or wrestlers in any fantasy booking he wants with current or past wrestlers, and he will tell me why he feels that wrestler should be booked with those wrestlers. He'll give me a story based, you know, uh, part for that person or
All
persons.
right. I'm ready.
So I didn't get a chance to think about it, but I'm gonna just throw a random name. All right,
All right.
all right, all right. Okay, so we got some stuff going on in the comments, but let me see. Let me see. So we get to critique Soto. Yes, you get to critique Soto right now. Damn, we didn't think about that, did we? We did not think about that. But all right, Soto. The
It's not very
wrestler I got for
mindful.
you, huh?
Not very cutesy. Not very
Cutesy.
demure. Not very mindful. All right. Keep it going.
I'm
Keep
about
it
to
going.
mute Soto myself if nobody else does it. You're lucky you're a moderator in the comments. But
All right.
uh, hmm. This is our first time doing this. I gotta pick a good one here, don't I? So we said current or past time, right? Stars. All right. We'll go with Eddie Guerrero.
All right. I get to pick storyline wise.
Anything you want to book him with,
Anything I
and
want
with any star,
with
past
any
or present.
star. Beautiful, easy. I would choose Dominic Mysterio.
Why are we going with Dominic Mysterio?
I'll take you down the story that we all know, the custody of Dom, right? Now that Dom is a heel, he would join alliance with Eddie Guerrero, right? His true father.
On
Because
paper.
Ray no on WWE television, his true father, because Ray, took custody of him.
Yeah.
But Eddie is his true father, right? Him and Eddie just tear down the tag team division until Eddie shows him who's boss, right? Because Eddie doesn't like to share the spotlight, and Dom is taking too much of that spotlight. Then the two of them collide, and Eddie just takes out his son, right? Which brings in Rey Mysterio once more, where Eddie could feud with Rey Mysterio again, and he's there to save his son, Dominic Mysterio. But Dom doesn't like that because Dom doesn't need to be fought for as an older as an older as an older man. He doesn't need to be fought for. So now Dom is torn between the two men that he loves the most, right? His father and the man who took custody of him, Rey Mysterio. Um, and so he takes them both out and elevates Dom's role as the new top guy. And that's how you push Dom.
Okay. Okay. That was good. I probably would have changed it up a little bit.
Hey,
I
this was
probably
my
would have.
storyline.
I'm just saying, like, if I were to do that one, I would do exactly what you
Hold on,
said.
hold
But
on, hold on. Before we go into yours,
oh,
I
you
want
want
to
to
know
hear
what the
what they
comments
say?
think. Yeah, I want to know
Okay,
what the comments
comments.
think.
What did you think of Soto's little storyline there? Because I already have an idea of what I would have changed. Not too much, just one part of that. And while we wait, I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Because, we got to wait for them to reply first, right? But instead of having, you said Dom or Eddie would go after Dom, right? What if they planned that and they both go at Ray? And then
I don't like it.
after they take out Ray is when Dom takes out Eddie. Let Eddie do the dirty work.
No, because I think it would elevate Dom more by taking out both men instead of
Yeah,
Eddie taking out
but let's just say
Ray.
Eddie takes out Ray. Because Dom becomes like a manipulator type deal, like dance puppets, that kind of thing, and then that's when Dom takes out Eddie, because he's already done the dirty work for him. Because he can't, think about it. He's like, I can't take out my own father. I can't, Eddie. I can't do that to my dad. Eddie's like, you sound weak, fool, and I guess I'll do it. And he does it, and then he takes out Eddie. Like, I played you. I let you do the dirty work. Why am I going to get my hands dirty? Make my mom
Yeah,
watch this? Come on. Make
that's
some
not part of
little.
my fantasy, George. It's not part
I'm
of my
just saying that's
fantasy.
how I would have done it, but that's your thing, and that was cool. But I would have changed it to that to make it
I
more
would have just
interesting.
wanted to hear Eddie just as soon as Dom takes him out. Just actually, I'd love to hear Dom go. Now I'm your poppy.
Ooh, okay. See, you should have ended it with that, man. You didn't tell me none of that stuff. You just he just stands over both of them. Okay, well, she'd be like, now I'm the Mister 619 and your poppy,
Yeah,
technically speaking.
Dom being an elevated heel, taking both those heels out, carrying the mask of his father and the poppy shirt.
Or yeah, the poppy shirt and the mask. What if Eddie would have came out with his mask?
No.
Eddie had a mask at one point.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't within the WWE.
Yeah, but you could have just they could still throw it in. Like maybe Dom wears the mask to insult Eddie.
Dom could
But
still Eddie's lowrider.
oh yeah. Dom could steal Eddie's lover. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you had said saw Wiccan wrote that.
I was thinking about that earlier, but it's all good.
You could have even
Uh,
done it could have thrown it where Dom turns on Eddie. He does what he did to Tajiri
can you
on
create
Eddie.
storylines like in WWE 2K? Because you
I'm
know how
sure you can.
back
I've
in the
never
day,
tried it.
you used to be able to create storylines and you could write out a script for them and they would perform the whole script.
I think you can. I just haven't tried it. I don't really mess with that part. I actually was going to game later on after we got off,
Oh, nice.
but I can probably check that out for you because I
Yeah.
know Mister Soto's planning on to finally buying 2K24 when we're getting close to 2K25.
Hey, we're only halfway through the year. This game came out in March, April, May, June, July, August. It's only been 5 months.
It's
We're
like cell
still,
phones, bro. They come out once a year.
hey, we're still a little over halfway there. So that's all good. I don't mind
It's
buying it at the halfway mark.
when it's half off.
Hell yeah, halfway mark at half off. That's for me.
I'm the. I bought it full price.
It- When I start making George money on TikTok, that's when I'll buy it full
George
price. But I'm
money,
not making
man.
George money.
George money is not that great, guys. Trust
George
me.
money,
It's
you
called
gotta be appreciative,
it's
dude.
called mindful
I don't get
spending.
anything.
It's called mindful spending.
No, I'm talking about your TikTok gifts. You getting TikTok gifts and a whole bunch of other things.
Those go back into what I give back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
But I am
So
very
next
appreciative of
time,
everybody. So
I'm setting up my Xbox here so that way I can live stream on the Xbox
yeah,
for
that's the whole
every
point
so
of a
often.
second monitor too, is to be able to the game.
Yeah, I got my monitor. I brought my monitor over. Next trip, I'll bring my Xbox over. I just don't want to carry everything.
Dalton came up with an idea. What's the idea, Dalton?
It's kind of hard knowing the idea when it's over message. But as we wait for his idea, What are your thoughts on upcoming events, upcoming storylines?
Man, depends on what we're talking when it comes to storylines.
Dealer's choice.
The one I'm looking forward to the most right now, um, it would have to be the where they're gonna go with this whole CM Punk and Drew. Obviously, what's next for these guys? Because Drew's thinking he was done with Punk, but obviously Punk said, "Nah, nah, I still got you, bro. You still owe me." And then of course we got let me see. Oh, okay. Dalton said
Does
Soto,
Jimmy have an
Jimmy.
Xbox?
Oh, you have an Xbox too, right? I
Yeah.
want to
Does
say
Jimmy have an
Jimmy
Xbox?
does. I don't know. He's not here. I don't think is he? But yeah, that would be dope. He's talking to somebody.
My dog and my food came.
What are we eating?
What are we eating? Um, something, something roast.
Pot roast?
Pot roast. Thank you.
I was like, something roast.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Jimmy at?
I mean, he asked if we were going to be live for a while, but I mean, we're getting close to towards the end. You know, we're here for like at least an hour, hour and a half every week, guys. Every Thursday we are here, just about. When Soto goes on his little mini vacation next month, we won't be here. It'll be me and Jimmy, of course.
Jimmy, where'd you go?
Jimmy
What do you mean
crack
where I go?
corn.
We're waiting for you in here.
I messaged WTP when I got home like 10 minutes ago, asked him if he's going to be live for a while, see if you wanted me to go live with y'all.
Oh, well. Do you have an Xbox?
Yeah, why?
Do you have 2K?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you should text the gamer tags.
I'll think about it.
Sounds good. Because I think it'd be cool if the three of us just we could all play 2K.
That's nasty.
You're on live right now, by the way.
I know.
Okay. Cool.
He knows.
That's
Wait, no.
it's not very cutesy. Not very demure.
Oh my gosh.
Not what?
Oh man. All right, let's keep the show going. Thank you, Jimmy. Send the gamer tag. I'll talk to you later.
I'm gonna
For those
bleep
who
him
are
every
not
time he says
following
that word now.
WTP or Soda619, please follow them.
Thank you for the plug, Jimmy. Thank you for the plug.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Follow Jimmy Willis, Mr. Jimmy
All right.
2K.
Jimmy's off now.
South.
Well, man, do you have anything else for us tonight?
I mean, there's a lot of rumors and stuff going on. Did you see the interview with Beth Phoenix and what's his name, Chris Valet?
With Beth Phoenix? No, I did not. I saw another rumor though that I thought was cool.
She is
But
no
go ahead, tell
longer,
me your rumor.
She's no longer under contract with WWE.
Wow.
And then another rumor, because we were talking about AEW, I believe it was Ricky Starks is actually coming to the end of his contract with AEW, and he's already in talks with WWE, from what I've heard.
Damn.
And if you know who that guy is, he's a phenomenal wrestler. I think
What
he's
else?
underutilized in AEW right now.
What else?
I mean, there's been a lot of stuff. I mean, Big E, you know, they keep talking about him on social media when he's coming back, and he's saying he's feeling good, feeling great. His neck is not up to par for wrestling at the moment. But I think at this point they should just leave the man alone and let him enjoy his retirement. Because let's be real, like I don't see him risking that health for one more match. especially for what? I mean, like New Day's already coming to an end as well.
No,
Come on, bro. You see the writing on the wall. You
no,
got
they better
Odyssey
not end.
Jones, and then you got Xavier Woods looking at him like he's crazy.
I saw one rumor that I thought was interesting. I'd love to have your take on it.
Talk to me.
TKO, the new owners of WWE, there's rumors floating around that they may want to bring back the WWF. Have you heard about that rumor?
I
And if
have
you
heard it.
have, what are your thoughts?
They should leave it alone.
I agree.
I mean, you gotta think. We're in an age where, I mean, that would be cool, but would it be the same?
Absolutely
Like,
not. But they're going into a new era that they keep talking about, and we know that that era is here and doesn't officially really kick off until the Netflix
I
deal.
mean, but still, even if they're with Netflix, I don't think they'll be able to touch anywhere near what WWF did in the Attitude Era. Because I mean, yeah, they probably could do like some of the '80s stuff, early '90s, but from what 96, 97 to 2002, I think all that would be off limits completely. I mean, because there's matches that don't even happen no more because of how graphic they were and how much they showed. There's stories that they won't ever mention again, probably in this day and age. I mean, they touched on some in recent years, but that was to joke around about it. And I'm going to name one: a certain sexual chocolate and an older lady in a hand. So that just shows you like that they're on a different level. That they should just leave that alone. Uh, for the nostalgic fans, they would love it, right? But for the diehard fans, it's more like don't mess with it. Just leave it alone. Just let it be where it's at, and just thoughts on Dakota Kai injury. Oh, what do you think about that? Out for what 8 to 10 weeks? Meniscus tear.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they announced it. Um,
Damn,
Ringside News.
that sucks.
Yeah, she was just getting some momentum back.
That
But it's
sucks.
actually kind of good with for Kyrie Sane and Dakota Io Sky. It's actually good for them because now they're getting to do some stuff that they wouldn't be able to do normally with her around.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know Alpha and Hawaii still like I knew he was still here with us, but somebody reported that he was passed. That's crazy. Did you see that Mr. McMahon or Linda McMahon has said that Mr. McMahon's health is deteriorating?
I did. I saw that.
Dalton has a question. What's up, Dalton? But that was kind of expected though, because once he retired, we started seeing, or
Alpha
before
didn't pass.
before he retired, he was walking with the cane and stuff, right?
Yes.
And he was looking his
But
age.
they say that once you retire from your job and you're not like in the day-to-day routine, your body starts to deteriorate a lot faster. So,
Yeah, because
you know,
you got to think from when he was like what 40 to
he's doing it for like 50 years, dude.
yeah, so from the time he was like 30, 40 till the very end, he was on that daily grind, waking up early, meetings, phone calls, working out, going to a job with a purpose. He was just on the move daily, and then all that went down, and it just all of a sudden stopped. And it's been what less than nine. It hasn't even been 2 years yet, has it? And you kind of expected something to happen along those lines.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
it's
It's
unfortunate for sure if it's true.
you can't erase the history, and especially, I mean, this man obviously put on and made so many moments for us. Um, also don't anything that any of the allegations, but I know that the day that he goes, a lot of us will feel that.
Yeah, I mean, you can think of him however you want on a personal level. But at the end of the day, the man, if it wasn't for him and his vision, like if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be talking right now.
For sure.
Let's be real. A lot of us won't even be on this platform talking about the things we talk about.
There's mixed reports right now about Alpha. There's reports saying that he passed away. His daughter came out saying that he didn't pass away. So I don't know.
On
It's up in
who?
the air. Alpha.
Yeah, I just read a report that he's still here.
Yeah,
But
there's mixed reports that I read.
Dalton says, aren't Dakota and Shayna dating? Because I saw an article that they were.
I don't know.
From that same
I don't
article,
know
I
their
think they
dating
are.
history.
I think they moved in together. I mean,
Nice.
good for them.
Nice. Do you have a nice button?
Nice. I know. I need to get. I mean, there's a lot of buttons I need to act on. There's
Well,
some,
George, we're down to the last couple minutes. I was wondering if you had any other things for us. Anything else in the bag?
Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff. Did you see tonight? Riley Osborne from Chase U was on TNA.
I did not.
He won a qualifier match in the X division. So
Nice.
I think they said that he'll be the first member from NXT to challenge for the NXT title, or not NXT title, X division title.
I think my knowledge goes Raw and SmackDown are pretty equivalent. Then it goes NXT as far as knowledge, and then it goes AEW, and then it goes TNA and GCW.
I'm going by what they said.
I'll
Because
just let you know. My knowledge kind of deteriorates as we go down.
if you are an NXT fan, you know who I'm talking about. Riley Osborne. He, not you, the people in the comments, but yeah, he won his matchup tonight. Last week we had Dante Chin. He was not victorious, but did give us a good match. We'll say that he did give us a really good match. You know, obviously my co-host,
Nice.
he's a WWE guy all the way.
All the way.
And
Yep.
me,
And
I
that's
try to
okay.
expand my knowledge beyond WWE sometimes.
I mean, like I said, I try and keep up to date with it. I do watch some stuff here and there.
But there's just
Sometimes
so much.
sometimes I get the Japan stuff showing up. Sometimes I'll see the indie shows popping up. I think I was telling you about the Crash that's coming to TJ soon.
Yeah.
That I might end up going to with previous WWE superstars like Mustafa Ali and Elijah. I can't wait to walk with Elijah. And who was the other guy?
Elias?
Oh, sorry, Elias. Either way, he goes by Elijah now.
Yeah, but it's Elias to us. Walk with Elias.
What was his brother's name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Didn't he have another brother?
I don't know, fool.
I think there was 3 of them.
I don't remember the last one.
Yeah.
But I know he's on TikTok.
Oh,
And,
Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is the
Matt
other
Riddle.
guy. That's gonna be there.
Aren't
Obviously,
they
there's other
beefing or
wrestlers.
something like that. Like, oh, I read an article today because now you said Matt Riddle. Apparently, Matt Riddle and Roman Reigns have a real life beef.
Why? What happened?
Apparently, a while back, that Matt Riddle and the guys were talking, and he told Roman that he could beat him up in a legit fight, and Roman didn't like that. So whenever Roman and Matt Riddle had to be in the same building, they always kept them separate. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if Roman can actually throw hands. I'm sure he probably can throw some, but
Yeah.
I think Riddle would tear him up.
Damn, dude. Put that on the WWE 2K and let's see.
I mean, 2K is different. I mean, if we're talking about legit fight, then I think Riddle got him all day. I think that's
Right,
his
because he's
number.
got the UFC experience. He's got that real MMA experience.
And, you know, that was the whole thing with him and Goldberg too. You know, Goldberg's known to be one of those guys that he did train MMA, but obviously someone who trained their entire life for MMA could take him out. But it would be interesting to see if the tribal chief could go in there and do hand-to-hand combat like that for real.
For sure.
What do you think is the reason Keith Lee isn't being used? There's a lot of reasons why a lot of guys aren't being used in AEW, but the biggest one is they just have too many people on their roster and not enough time. And then plus, they have a lot of inmates running the prison, if you want me to put it that way. Like, there's no clear direction of who's running the place. What's up,
For
Elite
sure.
Gamer Joey?
Man, I've been trying to get Elite Gamer Joey to. He pops into my lives, but he don't follow me.
You don't follow
I've been trying to get him. It's okay.
Go to Soto's, hit the name Elite Gamer, tap that like, tap that follow button.
Eventually. It's all good. Yeah,
fun.
man. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty much, yeah, Wiccan, I think they are. It shows because of who's being booked every week, and I ain't gonna lie to you, 50-something-year-old Chris Jericho does not need to be booked the way he's being booked. And if you're an EVP of a company, Young Bucks, you don't need to be winning tag titles. You should be putting over people.
Yeah.
But, you know, Chris Jericho used to get mad because people did to him what he's doing to people now. If you think.
Well, I know you'd love to stay on here all night. It is time for me to wrap things up. I'm going to hop off. Yeah, I'm going to hop off. You're more than welcome to stay, obviously.
I'm leaving. I was just keeping the conversation going, my guy.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, make sure you follow Soto619 right there. His name is in the comments. You want to give him a follow. Go hit the link in his bio if you want to learn about that belt he was showing us. That will give you the exact directions of how to get in on that. Like I said, myself, I am included in that right now. I'm taking my shot and trying to get one of those. Then, of course, you can catch him live tomorrow. Is it safe to say?
I found another one of these, by the way.
Huh?
I found another one of these. I'll send you the listing. But there's another person in my neighborhood-ish within
Does Dalton follow you?
Within,
I don't know. Dalton, click his name. He's right there in the comments. But yeah, Soto619 will be live tomorrow night for Smackdown. As far as I know, the man does not tell me a schedule ahead of time. He just tells me when I'm not even live.
I will be on tomorrow for Smackdown. So if you want to watch Smackdown with me, I'll be on.
And then also you can go and follow Jimmy Willis as well. He also does show Smackdown. Both guys do show Raw, Smackdown. Jimmy shows NXT. But of course, the real place to be is WTP. You know, gotta throw the shade in there somewhere.
It's all good.
But no, really
I appreciate you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for following. As always, we do this every Thursday, and we do go live for Raw and SmackDown and PLE. So appreciate you all.
I may not be able to in the near future, but for sure, that's why I refer you to those two guys right there.
He called you QTP. It almost says Q-tip.
Look, Solo619. You shush your face.
All right, buddy.
Guys. You guys
have a great night.